We're live.
We're live.
Those bits are just good like that.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone.
Assalamu alaikum, Rakistani family, Rakistani team.
We are back live again.
Yes, it's been a long time since we've been live with you. Here we are today. We have missed you.
Yeah, we have missed you guys so much.
Yes, and as you have seen, warning. Now I've come with warning.
Now this time it's different.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been planning for this for a while, and now let us enjoy this conversation today. Sindio?
Yes, welcome. We're going to flow with you guys. That's
Yeah.
what we're going to do, yeah?
Get your cup of coffee. Today I'm having coffee. Aaniqa, you won't be having coffee with
Yeah,
us.
I'm relaxing. I'm having a conversation.
It's going to be a conversation.
Yeah.
We'll try and do this the entire week.
Yeah.
Let us know. We'll be doing this the entire week.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome with a like.
And remember to enter with a like.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll be doing this the entire week. We have different plans scheduled for this entire week.
That's the intention, yes.
Yeah. Today, if you're live, you can ask us a few questions as well while we're doing this. Sindio?
Yeah, and we're going to just discuss a few things.
So Aaniqa is telling me that if I don't like her, she'll like me more.
No.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not telling you.
Yeah.
Someone else is lying to us.
No, that's the truth. I personally have taken it to heart. I've heard that, and now I'm thinking, if so, it means I should be treating you badly, Amma.
No, for me personally, those are not my words. You can maybe many of you, if you've come from there, you know where the words are from. Those are not my words, not mine personally.
So what's your take on that? Because I believe that's quite a serious thing to say, man.
Yeah, it is quite a serious thing. That is why I was telling you I wish you would see. I wish you guys would see the person who was saying those words so that you could be able to understand why that person is saying those words. It would add 1 to 2. You would see, oh, this is a person that has that sort of a mindset, that I don't want to be loved. Yeah, and people are different. Some people, that is how they take love. So we can't say one person's mindset applies to everyone, yeah?
Okay, everyone has their own mindset. But isn't that like just a nature?
Let me ask you, like for men, is it like that for men? Like,
men are not supposed to talk about these kind of things.
Yeah, then that's it. Like,
men are not supposed to talk about these kind of things. But since a woman has come out and she's she's talked about this. So now you are being put on the pedestal as every other woman now.
Okay, you are allowed to do that, but those were not my words, so I am free of that. Those were not my words.
Yeah, okay, don't take it as your word, but what would you say it is?
No, that's why I'm telling you, those are not my words, because that's not my mindset. That is not what I would say. So those are not my words. That is that individual words. Like, I would say there might be a man who will come out and say, for men, every man is ready to be with any woman. They would say that women are men's weakness.
Yeah.
But there's a Rasta man, is a humble Rasta man. He doesn't have the time to waste on looking for other women, you understand? But I can easily say the way this man has spoken, it applies to every man, you understand? That is every man's mindset, yeah? Yeah.
So again, welcome.
Yes.
Our viewer may dive out.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll start.
We told you it's coming with a warning.
Yeah.
The conversations, we conversate.
Yeah, it will be different conversations.
Yeah.
Today, we just want to make this more of us opening this up again one more time, because we had forgotten about our live streams, and that was on us. So we are sorry, guys, for not turning up all those years.
Yeah. So I was thinking, like, as a man, when another man speaks, does he speak on behalf of every man?
Not really.
Then why is it easy for men to use one woman to pedestal every woman, you understand? Like, that is something with men, like where we're watching it, that one woman's word, it defines every woman, you understand?
It's more like mathematics, the way you say it. It's just, I think that's just life.
So you, as you have a woman, that is your mindset towards me?
It's more, I don't know. I don't want you to put me on the pedestal.
No, you are on the pedestal.
No.
I want to ask you what that woman said, because she said that. Does that woman's mindset apply to me? Like, would you see?
I think anyway, the right way to be in a relationship is to be half.
Yeah, half is there. There's always the you hate and you love. That is always there. But that is not the fact to say that you don't like me. You don't like me means that I don't want anything to do with you. You remain chasing me. That is the sort of what she was saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
remain chasing.
if she ended up saying also, if now you like me and I like you, you'll end up disliking me.
Yeah, she said that. She said that
And
it'll end up being boring.
yeah, what about that now?
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's her mindset. Would you equivalent?
Okay,
Because she has said that.
let's take this. Only those two, the man and the woman are the only ones who are there, and this is the topic. Is that an actual thing? Will that be a thing? Like, will you say it's something that it's in women?
Yes, if she's in the relationship to have fun, to for a certain, I'm here to have fun. I'm here for the good times.
But isn't a relationship should be fun? A relationship should be fun.
No. Has yours and my relationship been fun? It's yes, a relationship is the good side of you, but it's not fun. It comes with its weight. It comes
so our relationship is not fun.
It is fun. It is fun, but it doesn't always have good times. That is what I mean to say. It doesn't always. A relationship does not always have good times. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean to say. Welcome, Nathaniel. Yeah.
But a relationship.
Fun, yes. Fun is
Yeah.
always been your good side.
So how? What do you mean then when a woman is going into a relationship, she's expecting fun, and that's not what is in a relationship?
For me personally, I would say, why I say that her mindset is different. That is her perception. Probably for her in the relationship, it's meant to be like this. Say one day, you see this. This is another conversation we had, that as women, men don't want to tell women that they are going through a hardship. Yeah, because the woman would leave. But that's the sort of woman. Her, she sees like, if our relationship is going to tend to have a hardship, then there is my cue to run off. You understand? That's why she feels so comfortable to let herself out to all the men. You understand? She's like that. And she's let herself. I think we discussed this. Like, you let yourself out to a point that now you don't realize. You don't even know. I don't think
and that's really a thing, guys.
Yeah.
What Aaniqa is saying is that some of us get lost in our mind to a point that we don't know what is happening. So, and you're saying that. So, and what about sharing? How do you feel about a man sharing?
Sharing?
Yeah, like how, if you're saying if I share with a woman.
Oh.
No, not share. No, I'm happy to be here with you. Okay. Yeah.
And that is like, what we're talking about. As a woman, victimizing himself, sharing his struggles, and is someone who complains. Life. Sharing about your life is very different. Sharing about your life is not you as a man, Ian. You know the direction your life will go. You understand? You're not complaining about the things that happen in your life. You share with me. You let me know this is how my life is, because I deserve to know inside out. You deserve to know inside
but
out.
But obviously, there's some things that I can't like be letting you know, because
like what?
Like things that deal with maybe plans and things like that. I shouldn't be able to tell you those. You're leaving my hand now.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be telling you those kind of things.
Okay, you guys maybe can share with us.
Maybe you're like, okay, not like duty of a man and a woman, but there are some things that define a man, and maybe those are the things that define a man. Okay,
I'm not saying that you are forced to share everything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that a man sharing his life is not weak. That is what you choose to do.
What do you guys think? For
me personally,
a man sharing,
you determine the strength you want with us. I think there's a teacher who told us that, well, if you want to see a man's worth, you see through his woman. You see the woman he's hanging around with. You understand? That is a man's direct worth. Yeah. So directly, what you will bring to the table is what, like that woman we saw. And her man, you understand. That is that is her man's worth, because that is the woman's mindset. You understand?
Yeah.
That's so whatever the man brings, it directly equivalents to who the woman is going to be there. You understand? So you can choose it to be a strength. You choose to
so
be.
First of all, a woman, like you'd say, if you're in a relationship like this, most of your characteristics will be defined from who I am.
Not defined.
Like, let's say if we see a woman walking outside, and dressed well, ametembea kondethe akuchi, how would we take that?
No, I would not say that the man has caused. I would just say that the man, whatever he's directly doing, is what is attracted. That woman has been like that. That is how she hangs out. But now we're talking about a man in the woman's life. So the man, whatever he is the woman he'll attract. You understand? If this is a man whose mind does not think, he'll attract a woman who is going to
Not
go and
think
sell
as well,
him out
yeah.
here like that. That's what I mean.
And what do you think about the way today we're watching a video and this this man goes like, he goes like, he was talking about different type of countries and how different women are hot in different type of countries. And he was saying different countries. What would you say about such a man who, is a man allowed to, am I allowed to say at different countries, you're from Pakistan, am I allowed to say women from Kenya are more beautiful than women from Pakistan?
I think that is already a conversation that if that is the sort of thing that like they can be sitting as such mature men, and that is the conversation they're having, them building their life. Already they're wrong. There's no issue with beauty and women, but already as men, married men, he's a married man, right?
Yeah.
If that is still the conversation he's having, then you can just see the weakness of his mind.
So there are some conversations that when you make certain choices as a man, you're supposed to leave those choices. You're supposed to leave those kind of conversations. And maybe
what would you say? Okay, you as a man, would that be a conversation you would involve yourself in right now at the mindset you are, that you sit with a group of men and you discuss the beautifulest, from what country the prettiest women exist?
I think that's a stage that most men go through.
Yeah, you did in high school, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying right now. I've asked you right now.
No,
this mindset you are. So that
especially now, I think I've come to understand that if I do something today, it'll affect my tomorrow.
And this is never at you. You're doing that for me, just for you yourself, just for the man himself as a man. Forget about a woman being in the picture. Even just as a man yourself, you cannot waste your time.
But also he goes like, let's say now we were in the same position, like them. Also, when we'll go on with this, we'll talk about something else that I have in mind. Also, he said he explained to the wife. That I'm not sure if we're allowed to say their names.
No, you just explained to me.
Okay. He was saying he told the wife, this is my job. So the wife has to understand that his job includes him interfering.
So let me ask you. I mean, this is where it came from. He was asked as a married man. He was giving advice as a married man, and his advice was, let your woman know the sort of work you do. Meaning, not your work your discipline has to be molded. It's to let your woman know that you have these are boundaries that you're going to cross regardless. Yeah, that is what it is about. So I don't know. What do you think about that? Letting your woman know that this is the sort of work I do.
First of all, what I'm coming to realize is when a man makes a decision, that they should be able to stand behind that decision.
You own it.
Yeah. So if I've chosen you, I should be able to stand behind you and choose you at every given point. I should choose you. Yeah. So every other man who is not being able to do that, that's why we have men and boys.
We have many boys.
Yeah. That's why we have the Kinudias, and on that's why we have passport brothers. You understood what passport brothers?
Yeah.
So what's your take on passport brothers?
I'm telling you, just...
So what is passport brothers to begin with?
I don't even know how to exactly describe.
Passport brothers is men going around in different countries to experience some sexual
interaction. They got passport brothers. They are men. They said they're African men. Black men that travel to every country in order to have sexual relationships with the women of every country. And these are boys that are saying it so proudly. They go like, oh, me, I like this international this. I like... Mine just goes back to, as a woman, let me use it as a woman, then that can imply to a man. As a woman, even I have experienced, as you're saying, at a stage that all my friends, all they would do is talk about the boys around there. That is part of the reasons that I thank myself for wherever I came from, that I chose to. Then I could be able to identify that in a group, this is all these women, and these are all the women. This is all they're always going to talk about. Yeah? You're always going to talk about if you're not going to choose your mind, you'll always remain in that state that as women you're always talking about men, as men you're always in a group talking about women there, you understand?
And also I'm always telling you, like, now that we are doing this on a live stream, what is your take on the way I say that, if first of all, if a man hasn't found their woman at a certain age, they will never find their woman. Sindio? I always tell you that. What do you think about that for women? Is that true as well for women? Like, is there a time gap for a woman?
Oh yeah, as women, there's one truth is that as a woman you can't go around being with multiple people and you'll be comfortable with yourself. That's my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like as women, you can't go through being, like you say, from 15 to 30, you're just busy messing around. Then by 30 is when you say you want to settle. You will never get that one person. For me personally, I had my husband at 12 years old. I got my husband when I was 12 years old. And from then forward, it has been a choice at every stage, me choosing, because I see everyone around, no one believes, no one, people take this as a joke, me choosing my life as your woman, you know that.
Would you say our relationship is based on proving other people wrong?
For me, I always used to tell you that I always want our life to be about us being happy and never about anyone else. So for us, Sajja has made our life all about our blessings. It's never been about anyone else. The rest just come and pass and we realize they've been there. But our relationship, our life, despite whatever anyone else does, it's been about Ian and Aaniqa and the blessings that come for us, the work we do for us.
Most women your age right now, they allow for their men to have side chicks.
Yeah.
That's
talking
true.
About that.
Sindio, what is your take on side chicks for men?
I told you that.
Is that like, okay, you just let this be like, okay, this is your take. You're advising a younger brother. You're advising me in the future. If this is what you ever thought about, if I'd ever step on that.
If your woman can even allow you to have a conversation about a side chick, for me, I'm just doing this so that I can be able to share. I don't say I know everything, but just the little that I have, I can be able to share with you. I wouldn't allow to participate.
You know the reason why I'm asking you these questions, actually, guys, the reason why I'm asking you is because I value your values. Yeah, and the reason why I'm asking you, for you to be able to say what you're saying, is to explain to whoever is watching the values that you have, so that they can see how can they be able to, because we're trying to change the
yeah, that's exactly why I'm saying that this is not a conversation I would participate in. Ian and I know that is something we just look at each other.
It's a conversation. It's a conversation.
It's something we just laugh, it's not something.
So let's come out of our comfort zone and participate in
so that is the mindset I'm trying to tell. Like you said, a younger brother, if your woman can even feel comfortable, like this is something you can laugh about, then that is something you should discuss with her and tell her, and sometimes as a man, you should tell your woman, I don't like this. That is the best way for your woman to learn. I've never been perfect till today. I'm always learning, but Ian is always there to tell me, here, this is not something I like, so that I may not be there to repeat something that you don't like, and I say that I don't know where I went wrong. You understand?
Would you say that you being submissive, really? Not really.
I've always said being submissive to me is not something I see negative. Being submissive is not
like you saying that I should be able to make certain decisions in our, like I should be able to, if I see you're doing something that is against my principles that I have, I should be able to tell you, no, don't dress like that, don't look like that.
This as a relationship, as a woman, I choose. As a woman, truly, I choose to give myself to you. If that means submissive, then so be it. But I choose to give myself to you. So your principles and my principles can't be different. You respect my principles, I respect your principles. So it is a duty, and it's a love duty. That's what Sajja told us. Don't see it as labor, see it as love duties. It is a love duty for you to be able to teach me, or for me to be able to teach you. That it's like teaching me how to be better for you to love me. Understand? Things like that. That's not wrong. In a relationship, that is how you grow. You share that is how you learn. I love learning from you. I always tell you, I love learning from you.
So one thing that they should take from this is, as couples, let's learn to learn from each other.
Yeah.
And do you think competition is healthy in a relationship?
Competition to mean like what sense?
Competition to mean the way we're working together right now, to mean like something I'd say I want it to be over you.
Competition is never healthy in a relationship.
Really?
You complement each other. It's either you compete or you complement. It can't be two things.
Yeah.
And in a relationship, you must complement each other. The point that you start feeling like the point that I start feeling like I must do this thing better than my husband, then I'm going wrong there for me personally. I must feel like Ian has done that, and I'm so proud of how well Ian has done that, because I know Ian is so proud of how I've done ABC. They can never be the two things. You have your things that you will do perfect at, I have my things, so we'll be proud of each other.
And on the relationship, hello DJ Elmo.
Welcome DJ Elmo.
Yeah, DJ Elmo, today we're just having we are back by the DJ Elmo.
It's been a long time, we've missed you.
Yeah, we are back now. We'll be doing the live stream every single night, every single midnight East African time.
Yeah. Yes. Today we're discussing just about relationships, DJ Elmo.
Yeah, we're just trying to debunk a few questions.
Yeah, we're sharing our values and principles, trying to share with our younger ones if they might want to hear.
Yeah. So DJ Elmo, let us know what you think about the topic. Do women love men who do not love them?
Yeah. Do women love men who do not love them? When a man says I don't like you, does a woman love them?
Do you think that's where physical physical something in a relationship comes, like physical aggression comes from, like that point of I need to prove to her that I don't like her.
Yeah, that's it.
And that woman ends up staying in the relationship thinking I like who doesn't like me.
Yeah.
Do you get that? Do you get what I'm saying?
You see now at the end of the day, you see where that comes from. You always, like how yesterday you told me something about some woman we saw, and you go like, Lazma, this one has an addiction. And we came to find out later she has an addiction. You find out women like this. It was a woman in a video. Remember we were watching a video and she was acting somewhere where to go like she had an addiction. She had an addiction to doing some wheels.
Oh yeah. Just yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Just like that, you find out some women who tend to say some funny things, have some funny reasons behind it. They'll say, oh, I'm addicted to pain, oh, I'm addicted to hate, oh, I'm addicted to a man hating. You see, that is it. How can you be with someone and they don't like you? It's impossible.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, that a good relationship is where there's half hate and there's half love.
There must be, and the love is strong, just as the love is immensely strong. It's either you'll be immensely in love with someone or you can't at all. And
if you come with it half, then the love and the hate, so the hate is strong. You can say that I hate you just as much as I love you.
Yeah, I don't think you come and say that I'm going to come with half hate, I'm going to come with half love. In a natural relationship, in a natural love, I believe as a natural couple, it's just the way we're two. There's going to be both sides. There's going to be what they call the good and the bad. You understand? None overpowers either. It's just how you see. If you see the good and then you fall for it and you say, oh, my life is always going to be jolly, then you forget to work, then you will fail. But if you see the bad, then you beat yourself, victimized, then you're going to fail.
Yeah, and we've seen in countries like, I think it was Japan, that the elderly are higher than the youth. And do you think, like in our generation now, with the women, with the men, the way, especially between our generation, our men decide?
Some truth to it. If a man chases a woman, she may be turned off. But if you ignore her, she is more than intrigued and may be turned on.
Yeah, that's now the question, DJ Elmo. Is that where the physical alteration, like this saying, goes too far now?
Yeah. And then DJ Elmo, I wonder, like, this is a point of chasing. To Manisha, this is not a relationship, right? This is still when the man is still chasing the woman. So the woman, like, she doesn't want him to chase. She wants there to be that ignorance in between. But what if when you're in a relationship, DJ Elmo, can that sort of a thing really apply in a relationship? That as a woman, you want your man to not like you. How can that work in a relationship, yeah? Do you think that can apply in a relationship? How can you say a woman would like her man to
Okay, I think now this badness maybe in a relationship comes to how aggressive this man is in life. So you get like, yeah, that's where now a woman will get attracted to that. That's where she can feel like, oh, that's turning me on. Yeah, this man is aggressive with life, you know. Yeah, like they can go for it. Do you think that's,
they confuse it now for being not liked, or how?
No, like, is that in a relationship, that's where we can work together. That's what maybe I'm thinking. I don't know, because
when a man is aggressive for life, when he can go and get life.
Does that equivalent to same that aggressiveness that?
Yes, it does. But now you see, someone like that might confuse it for physical. Just as you said, there is where it goes wrong. They confuse it for physical. Yet this same attraction comes through a man who is, and a man who has figured out his life wouldn't have time to start worrying about those things.
And would you say, like, I was going to say this thing about Japan, that Japan with the elderly, the way it is, it's so crazy. And I'm thinking it's the new technology that brought that mindset to Japan.
That the elder should be high.
No. There was a period that this elderly were our age. And that age they had these technologies, the Frankies and all that. So it, the way most of us right now are Ian and Aaniqa, they'd rather close themselves in a room. You be in your own room, I be in my own room, I deal with my phone, and I indulge in my own mind.
Even sitting here, people would have two separate phones.
Looking at two separate phones. Do you think this is where we're heading?
Yeah.
This is where we're heading as a world.
Perfect. Yeah, like saying that a man's love language is respect, and a woman's love language is attention.
That's simple and perfect. Yeah. I always tell Aaniqa, when Aaniqa tells me like, what if I ask you, like, Aaniqa, what is one thing that you want from me or I want from you? You know, I always tell Aaniqa, if I don't want Aaniqa to love me, I always tell you that. I don't want her to love me. I just want you to respect me.
And attention plays a role, because Ian, I always mention about Ian that every meal we cook, Ian will appreciate me for every little thing you do. Even when I'm doing every little thing, think where days where the attention plays out. I say for me it's the protection as well. I feel from Ian. I feel safe for my whole life. I feel safe.
Isn't that, I was going to ask that as well. Isn't that like a basic in, before we go back to the Japan story, isn't that a basic in women? Like,
I think it is.
Most thing that women look is just for security, and that's it.
That's not it. Protection, that is what I think a man can take lightly.
And that's where also our men are going wrong. There isn't anymore. You are not even willing to protect yourself.
Let me now mention protection. A man might take it lightly. Protection, a man might take it to be just, let this woman be safe, let her be fed.
Beating people on the road when you're walking.
Yeah, that is what a man might take for protection. What I mean by protection is, as I grow, my man protects my mind, that I grow stronger. As I grow, my man is protecting me, like we're protecting me in the sense that we are growing. As a person, as a woman, I am growing to be better. So the protection doesn't only consist of physical. It consists of everything that it takes for our relationship to grow better.
In like, a question would be, how much do you trust? Like, how much am I willing to accept or to be safe? Like, you've trusted me with your love, or you've trusted me. So the thing that the security comes in when I take that trust and I keep it safe.
Yes, that's it. Now there's where the security comes in every way.
Or
even in the
love.
Smallest sense. DJ Elmo says, yes, Ian, they are already talking about robots to act as a substitute wife or girlfriend in the future. Scary.
Yeah.
Today we're watching documentaries, DJ Elmo, of people who have married dummies.
Mannequins.
They're married to mannequins. They have mannequin children.
Can you imagine that? It's a whole family. Sindio?
Yeah.
It's a whole family of mannequins. At now me, I go and make an Aaniqa mannequin. I make kids out of Aaniqa mannequin like this.
Yeah, he has a mannequin female, and the children resemble the mannequin female, and that's our family.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
What do you think about now that Japan story, is that where we're heading as a nation?
Yeah, definitely.
Is that where the world is at? Because I believe like people like Japan, they are the ones who are way more advanced than even America and Europe.
Years, yeah.
You get, so we should be seeing what is happening to them is our future.
Let COVID be a result. But even what you're saying, even in Kenya, we were just seeing on news, and we were seeing the things that are shown on TikTok are being shown on news, on our Kenyan news channel, and they're showing it while complaining, but yet they're showing the same material on a channel that is watched by children.
That's where we're heading.
So I don't think we're heading there, and we are already there. We have already reached. 90% of our children have phones.
Yeah, one question that would be asked is, what is keeping us together? With all the technology that we have, Aaniqa, why are we together? That's a question. Why are we together with the technology that we have? Why do we choose to be with each other?
I think when you identify what it is, some people it's hit like what we used to mention, like something like pornography hit us when we didn't know, so we fell for it. Technology is something we had identified. We knew phone is something that's keeping us away. We never used to use two phones. We had started using one phone at some point because we acknowledge. I believe this is from even you'll share with me what you share. But things like this we acknowledge, and as you're growing, you're never going to be stuck in that same meaning that you'll go backwards. Yeah, you're never going to grow going backwards.
Do you think phones is a bubble? A phone, it keeps us in a bubble.
It's a bubble, and if it's busted, then is when you realize.
So what was your busting moment for your bubble then? Because COVID.
Yes, COVID.
So you came to be able to get out of your physical being, and you saw the actual Aaniqa, and you got disgusted by the person you saw.
I hated. COVID was my point of hating myself, and ever since that it's always been, till right now it's not easy. Till right now I am still learning. I'm still learning to get my strength back, because I didn't even realize where I lost that Aaniqa that you had fallen in love with. You know, the Aaniqa that used to be strong, that used to make her own decisions. I had to go back to seeing her, as you said, becoming a child again, realizing that was where my strength was. I had my mind, you know.
Yeah.
DJ Elmo says, for the most part, love between a man and a woman is conditional love, hence why people divorce. Unconditional love between a man and a woman is rare. Unconditional love is often parent to child.
Wow.
True.
That's crazy, yeah. Because the one thing that we always find that our relationship is not something that we planned. DJ Elmo, we didn't sit down 13 years ago and plan to be here today. Yeah. But one thing that is for sure as well, we've planned our life.
Yeah.
We planned it 13 years ago.
And we planned ever since ahead. When we realized that when we plan something, it comes through, then now we started making sure we plan everything all the way through. Yeah.
I was just telling Aaniqa that no man who ever gets to a point where you've already made money, and this is all to my brothers, and you can let me know DJ Elmo on this. I was telling Aaniqa that no man can ever get the right woman once you've made your money. That's it. So for a man to get the right woman, they need to begin from scratch. Like the way Aaniqa's, like I know, for a man to know that your woman is your woman, let her go through the test time. Let her go through this test of every day. Will she still be here tomorrow? Knowing that tomorrow is uncertain. Because one of the safety that comes that women are talking about in our generation is financial safety. They want financial safety.
And same thing to my dear sisters, the same thing that Ian is saying with your man, it's so much more proud. Your life is so much more meaningful when you can create with your man. Yeah. When you can create from scratch, when you can be part of the struggles, not hear from someone. My man used to, I think there's no pride there. That is why there's always this gap between couples, that we see that one of them has made it through their own struggles and they pick the other one. There's never that connection. But when you guys come together from scratch and build, like how Njugusha
isn't that one of the toughest things?
It is.
And what's the outcome to that?
Bossman says anything good doesn't come easy. So the outcome is good.
So in any relationship, if you're watching this, guys, and your relationship is hard, then you're on the right path.
Yes. And
because the first hours of your relationship should be hard.
Yeah. First you're blinded by the love, by the crush, yeah. But when you can stick, when your crush bubble is busted and you realize now you're in real life and you have chosen, you have found your person who is going to take you through life, who is going to succeed you through life. Now that is when your test comes, when you can be busted out of the bubble of love and see what you guys are.
I think one of the biggest tests for man and woman, especially like for even a woman, is, and I was telling you this the other day, like men can easily go and recreate their first moment of having sex. You get, but a woman cannot go and get that same recreation. You get what I'm saying? What do you think that's true? Like now for women, like the way you've understood life, you've understood all these things, they've given you now the allowance for you to be able to focus on one thing, knowing that all these are possibilities. Would you say that that's something that women need to learn as well?
Agree. A woman that is there for you at your low point is a keeper.
And that's true. That I agree with you with that, because I've seen Aaniqa go through with me the lowest moments in our relationship. There are moments that we've gone through that we shouldn't be here today, but the fact that she's here with me today, and now that we have a YouTube channel, I'm more proud that she's here with me right now to experience this.
This is a funny advice, but some days are really tough. Some days, some days happen that are really tough that you don't understand. You have not really, you are doing your best, and some days come tough. Just trust that moment. This is what works for me. I talk to Saja and I trust in Saja for that moment. I know what I've been working towards, so I trust in that moment. I trust in Saja to show me. So don't ever rush because of a bad moment. Now you rush to go back and forth. Like sometimes you wonder, with one of us goes silent because there's no need to go back and forth about something, Yeah, so in that moment that you feel like you want to go back and forth so much, just trust Saja through that one step and he will show you ahead,
Okay, and now on this hour that we're on, these last 20 minutes or so, I'm thinking I'd give advice to our boy. Our boy, our boy I am.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would love for every man who is in that same mental state.
Yeah.
Maybe you can advise or I can advise. And for the women, like these women, the ones we've seen, the ones even we talked about and said, okay, this one is going to go far.
Yeah.
And they didn't go far. Now that you're in this, I know personally, if I was on the other side and watching this happening, I'd really, really love to be part of this. I know even our boy, this is what he's looking for.
Yeah, he needs it.
Yeah, and this is what he's looking for at the end of the day. What would you advise like that woman who you're talking about? Maybe these akina women yako chini ya babu.
Yeah.
Those kind of women. You've always had a thought when you're watching them, what would you say for them? Because they want this. How can you tell them to have this? How can they be natural?
I don't have many of the explanations, I can't
because one thing, and this is not that now we are saying it as a joke, but one thing that we all agree is you have your beauty, your physical beauty, and all of them are looking for this. It's not a joke. We won't sit here and lie to ourselves. They look. So how would you advise them to be more like you?
For me as a woman, what I would say is, beautiful women, there are millions in this world. Let me tell you, there are beautiful women, There are millions, and that's not a lie. They're being born every day. Very beautiful women. But as a woman, I would never aspire to be beautiful and to be, to worry about my physical. I would always aspire to worry about my life. I'm always telling you that I don't care about what someone else does. I wouldn't try to point out because I want to work on myself. My mind is always saying, Aaniqa, how can you be better here? You failed in this place. How can you work on yourself? So for me, my little advice to my sisters would be, don't care about the beauty. Don't care about beautiful women. I mean, if you'll compete, let me tell you the truth. If we're going to start competing with women, I know beautiful women exist. There are millions in the world. What are not there are women who care about their mind. Powerful women, women with morals. Those are who are not there. So you rather aspire to be a woman who, and you are proud of your life.
Can you? Okay, you are proving that you can be beautiful and have a mind. In our generation, it's a woman who's beautiful shouldn't be able to think, and that's how most women are.
I believe, you see, that's where we got on. For me, I see, when you come to real terms, you see beauty begins with the mind. When a woman can carry a mind that I'm not here to disrespect, like if I'm not carrying myself to go and disrespect people outside, then naturally someone would not try to, like, I would not try to see a woman who is respecting herself as ugly. I would say that's a beautiful woman. Naturally, you see. So a woman who's working on her mind, if your mind is beautiful, then outside will be beautiful. Even if it doesn't have to be the best physical features, you're beautiful. Those are things that are above, you're above them. These are not things that matter to you.
And let's say things like uh, makeup and all that. What's your take on all that?
That's fake, yeah. I love my sisters to be natural in every way. Yeah, I don't like makeup.
And what's your take on it, like makeup in general?
It's not nice. It's not nice for my dear sisters. This is my advice.
I've seen women being affected worse with makeup. When they apply the makeup, their face becomes bad.
Yeah, I don't understand where we women, we tend to lose that confidence we have in ourselves that we start to go with makeup. I don't understand where we tend to.
So that's lack of confidence.
Yeah, you lack. You obviously, this is not you're doing for yourself. You're not doing it because you want it. You're happy with what God has given you. There's other people that are trying to make you influenced, and you get influenced. Yeah, so that lack of confidence. The actress Halle Berry is beautiful, but she has had many failed relationships. Beauty ain't enough. Femininity, grace, moral compass, and is also key.
Man, kwanza the moral compass, that is key in a woman. Yes. Yeah, that one thing that I personally, and to all the women outside there looking to find a man, I tend to be like, I want to be challenged. I am. Yeah, if I say let's go with A, I want you to tell me there's a B option, or there's a A plus one. Like that's one thing that for women they need to be able to be. Like they need to be able to have their moral compass. Be of your own. Know that this is north, this is south. You get? So that you don't lose. Whenever I ask you where are we going, even that those kind of things also are what are making our relationship not work. Whenever we're not being able, especially when you come to or a woman comes to the relationship and you're not being able to challenge your man.
You don't have a decision.
Because let me tell you one thing that is there at the beginning is when I'm hitting on you, you're challenging me. You get, that's a mind game. So whenever I get to that point, the challenge shouldn't stop there. That's why you see even in jobs and all that, they are still doing these challenges. Because challenges are a big part of it. So a woman needs to be able to challenge the man. And if you're not challenging your man, then your man is weak. Your man will be weak with you. And one thing that I realize, if you're not challenging me and I be weak, you end up hating me.
Yeah.
You end up hating that weakness.
I also be weak indirectly.
Indirectly. And that weakness now breaks us apart.
So what would you say, like, a woman challenging you, what does it do for a man? Does it build a man? Like, does it push a man to be his best? How would you advise it as to a young sister? How do you advise she challenges? In what sort of a manner?
Mind.
Challenge. Have your own decisions.
Have your own decisions. That's it. And I'm not saying that this is not that manly and woman thing that they're always making it all about. No, it is just simple. I'm into a relationship expecting you as an individual. When I'm hitting on you, you challenge me. That's why whenever you see that challenge dies out, I lose and they're always saying this when it comes to married men, they lose that chasing, that hunger.
So in a sense, when say me, if I would ask you, say in other days when I ask you, Ian, what do you think this and part of our future is going to be like? Many times men say that is the woman pressuring him to, be a certain way, like to their life to be a certain way. Would you say that when I ask you, Ian, what of this decision we've made for our future? How will it play out? What do you see? Our time is running out. Do you feel like those are factors that push you on or push you away?
It depends on how you keep putting it, but also it depends on how I take it. Yeah, I can take it as a factor that will push me away, or I'll take it as a factor that will boost me up.
So since this is advice we're giving to our young sisters,
yeah, like let's say I'm behaving childish, I'm laughing, and there's a certain way I'm behaving that is not manly. I'd love for you to come and tell me, hey, yeah, no. I personally don't like that. So, and if I'm going to go into this relationship, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
And what of like today when we're sitting saying random days, I'm asking, like, the woman asks her man about a future plan they've decided. Like she goes like, this is the plan we've made, this is our time. You know, do you feel like that is a woman putting pressure to a man, or as you said, this is her mind is
Challenging.
She's challenging, so she's trying to ask the man.
That's now
we are meant to work on our future. So what are you seeing for this?
I think there is where now I'd say we go wrong. Whenever you challenge us, we take it on the wrong side.
Yeah, you feel like the woman is pressuring.
Yeah, is pressuring, or it's just and I've realized even with you, and I think this is basically with most women, you always throw challenges. Like whenever you can tell me, okay, Ian, say hi.
Yeah.
Then I say hi.
Yeah,
that's like a weakness for a man. You get, and it's always there. Women will always test you.
It's always there at the back of the mind.
They'll test you because that's their way of challenging you. Are you rather? Am I you? Are you alive? You know. And the way each time you always tell me that, I always tell you, yeah, ABC, no.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Why do you want me to say that? Yeah.
And whenever you tell me to say something,
and that actually makes me happy. You know, it's like, oh, we're actually in one life.
And when I say yeah, you feel
yeah. I'll make you say it again.
Yeah, and that's where whenever we don't get to understand that as men is where we start to lose our focus. So basically I have to come with my own mind for you to come with your own mind. And we started our relationship not having our own mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a beautiful conversation.
Yeah, this is a beautiful conversation. There's an advice I wanted to give to do with what you're saying. Like having your mind. So this is for our young brothers out there. Many a times when you're a woman, I don't know about all, you can tend to tell when someone is pressuring you and when someone is not. But sometimes women, like, I love to get solutions from you. You, like, a man solves the problems at home. Yeah, maybe DJ, you can advise us on this, a man solving problems at home. But I tend to come to you and ask you, So sometimes when a woman is asking you like that about her future, this is just in my terms. Maybe it's just for you guys to discuss and to remind yourselves that we're working towards a goal. And it's for the reassurity. Like, we are reminding ourselves of the goal we're working towards. We are acknowledging that this is our goal and this is our time, like that.
Yeah. And with all this, by the way, the technology that is coming up, I personally think the technology is affecting women way more than men.
How?
Because with how it's going, like, it's affecting. One thing that I don't know about this, but I've always thought that, like, the mind is very weak.
That's true.
Yeah, so these things, without the strength of a man, these things can affect a woman more. Do you think? Because okay, for me as a man, some of the decisions I've had to make, they've been because I'm making them to better myself.
Yeah, that's it. You see, both ways. If, as a woman, yes, it is correct. Social media is coming to a point that women are becoming comfortable. By the time they realize that they've been with their phone, years have passed. It's too late now. You understand? And the same thing for a man. The reason you see some men can, like, a woman appears on the screen and they can be so hungry is because they've been in a relationship with the phone. They've never had a woman to give them the strength to take out that punidom that makes them, fall for every woman. obviously, when you have your strong woman by your side, you wouldn't be demanding, you wouldn't be craving for everyone outside. That's why we realize old men like our Mwalimu himself, but we can see a girl there and he's weakened. His body, his bones are weakened because you don't have that strength. That's why it comes to, yes, a man needs a woman and a woman needs a man. That's for my mind. That is where your strength comes from. In the animal sense, a man's purpose to a woman is problem solving, protection, procreation, give a woman a baby, and provision. Through DJ Elmo.
That's it.
Yeah.
And for a man, it's the respect.
It's the respect. And the respect comes with a lot. It comes with the morals. It comes with the home.
Yeah. So for like that, my brother I am, who is looking for this, stop. Like the best advice would be to stop looking around, to stop chasing them.
Yes, stop chasing.
So actually, even the title for this is more directed to him.
Yeah.
We didn't know that because it is like for him, when stop chasing them so that you can get what you
We
need.
rather not laugh at you. We rather give
Advise
you
you.
what we know from this. What we see as a third person.
We had people laughing at you.
Yeah,
today.
we had people laughing, so we're giving this as a third person. That stop chasing basically means focus on yourself. When you're building yourself, you just naturally don't have time for these things. You don't have time for these things because you're busy working on how can you be better. You're every day you're like, how can my life be better? I'm still here. I want to grow.
But your life is still in the same place.
Yeah, but now that's what I'm saying. Like for someone who is working on themselves, they can never be focusing on things like other women, the other gender, because they're busy working on how can I be better than where I was yesterday. So when naturally you focus within yourself, these outward things naturally, that is from my lesson, naturally they don't matter to you anymore.
So he's just going around wasting his life. He'll still go back to
he's
square
not
one.
focusing on himself.
He'll still go back to square one.
Yeah. DJ Elmo says location is also a factor. E.g. in Western countries like UK and America, women are more masculine, but in Africa and Asia, women are more feminine, broadly speaking. We were noticing that actually today.
Yeah.
We
were actually just watching a video. We actually watched a lot of videos, and we saw even when it comes to a white dating a black, you'll see, or even a white dating a white. Actually, the women are more masculine, they're big.
What we settled to DJ Elmo, maybe you can advise us, just as you said, according to location. In countries like, say, Africa, where we are now, what we see firsthand is women are very active from morning to night. Women, they're sweeping. These are chores they do themselves, sweeping, mopping, washing clothes, washing utensils. But in Western countries, they have been naturally provided with washing machines, dishwashers, electric mops, and so all these little works that you could be doing. That's what I was thinking. Like,
so it's been a genetic.
It's genetic. Like it's genetic. Obviously, if you're not working on it, like even in Kenya, in Africa, women would naturally. We see women who are even big. There's women who are big, but naturally, because you work so much, you find that they don't be so masculine. Yeah.
So most and this. What about the way he said it here? Feminine, like women in Asia and Africa are more feminine. How does that come in?
No, that one I don't know. I say about America, DJ Elmo. Every sort of nonsense that can exist in someone's mind exists there. Like there's everything and anything you can see.
In America.
In America, that's my mind. Yeah.
Would you?
In Western countries, if woman does what Aaniqa does, they call it slavery. True. Like we saw a comment, DJ Elmo, someone was asking why I'm the one who was cooking and washing. We just ignored it, but we said we help each other. But I think even Western countries have made it so much about showing that we equally work.
How will they know if where I was seated on the other side I was working?
They don't know. You see, this is one day we're showing them a few hours of our life. They don't know what happens in the background and how our work is, what Ian does when I'm doing that, what I do when Ian is doing something else. But anyway,
do you think this reduction of masculinity and femininity comes from the balances? And let us know with this DJ Elmo, the balance of estrogen and testosterone.
Yes.
Is that where this is leading to? Like, is it the men have reduced their testosterone by, in lack of better words, fapping it out.
I would say, like, okay, see, for these guys is more like embedded. So wouldn't it be these medications and things like this that they take? Because I would tend to see, okay, for women, what would be the cause? For men, it would be that. For women, what can cause you to be so masculine? You know, excessive.
Definitely, on a daily basis.
Those pills and
No, if the IPS.
That's what.
Definitely, because
so you would say 100% of women there.
Yeah, the more, exactly. That's what I'm telling you. Most of them are like that. Most men are like that.
And then me, to my mind, you see this chores like washing, cleaning, taking care of a home. This is my personal thought. I don't know about my fellow sisters, but a woman naturally loves to do these things for her home. These are like your natural duties, your natural love duties. You feel nice, you feel therapeutic to clean your home. You feel proud, you feel like this is your home. If you don't take care of it, then you don't feel like it's
on that note, I was just telling Aaniqa as well that one of the most sacred things that this technology has taken from us men is that alone time when you're in the toilet.
Yeah, it's true.
That alone time, and I think you can let me know, DJ Elmo. I was telling Aaniqa this is probably a thing for a lot of men, that your eureka moment is when you're in the toilet. That's when your ideas come to you, or that moment when you're in bed and you want to sleep. But now with the technology, everyone, a man goes to the toilet with their phone.
Like even when you're washing dishes, you have the TV.
You have the TV.
For me, I feel like that's why I say therapeutic. These small chores for women, it gives you time to, first of all, appreciate your home. When you realize this is something I'm doing for my home, and those are things that naturally just pile up to the vibe you create in your life. Yeah.
Do you think with this technological world, we'll still be able to live in that mindset?
Yes, it's by choice at the end of the day.
So everyone needs to make a choice and understand these phones are there. You can go to the toilet and leave your phone.
You have to make a choice. We've been there, like we've been at the stage where we chose the phone above everything. Till we came to the stage that we chose we're going to use one phone, that God took every other phone away, that we use one phone. And it's to a point that if it would be any other way, I think we would be depressed. Like our life would start getting depressed.
Not really. I we've come to understand.
No, any other way, you understand how?
Because before we had this phone, each one of us had our phones, and whenever we are together, one phone is kept away.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like this is because we know by choice. But if it was to be a stage that Ian is going to use his phone, I'm going to use my phone, that you go by days and you don't realize you've conversated because you're on the phone, your mind is there. But yes, technology is something you must choose. It's something you can put aside.
Technology is there. Technology is there and it's not going anywhere. So you choose not to participate.
And your shorts and your phone are not running anywhere, so just go do your things and live your life.
As a man, like just in every single thing that you do, take that toilet moment very sacred. That's your eureka moment. I'm not even lying to you. Ask even Elon Musk, he'll tell you that moment when he's taking his number 2. That's when eureka comes. That's DJ Elmo. Let us know. Let us know as DJ Elmo has.
Which means also just taking your. I think many times nowadays
being alone.
People are not used to being with their thoughts. Something that DJ Elmo, we have come to love. I've personally come to love to be with my mind because I've had to suffer through hearing the nastiness of my thoughts, that I've had to now come to have thoughts that I love. I've had to create thoughts that I'm going to love to be hearing myself. I'm going to love to be my own motivation. You understand? So that is something that even the phone is taking away from us. Having your own mind. You don't need someone else to motivate you. You can just go to your mind and it will motivate you. You have the strength, Nowadays we go to someone else to motivate us.
Earlier we used to say that on our channel that, in fact we've never said this, but this is a saying that we had it from someone. That person was saying, I'm just here to tell somebody about somebody that saves life. And that person is God. The quote goes like that. And Aaniqa and I came to realize that somebody who saves life is you.
It's you.
So us sitting here on a daily basis is emancipating ourselves. We want to be able to free ourselves. And on the journey of freeing ourselves, be able to educate you as well, and you educate us as well.
I believe there's nothing more you can do in this world. We're all going to go. this is going to be nothing, but all we can do is try just a little bit to do something for someone, just a little bit. That is.
But that's where I think we go wrong. When you do something for someone, you'll never do it right. But when I do something for myself, like if I make myself better, then people around me become better.
I think when you, like how service above self, service above self can only come after you have dealt with yourself. You understand? You have become one with yourself. That now you want to create. We are already one with ourselves. So all we're left to do is to leave behind this funness. We don't know in what way, but to leave it behind. So that is for me, like, that is what comes with working for myself. Naturally, when you're building yourself, see, this comes naturally. Naturally, when you work on yourself, you're going to create something nice for someone else. Yeah.
So it's 1 hour now. What do you think?
We've had a nice time. Probably we'll call it a night now. DJ Elmo, we'll let you get some rest as well.
Yeah,
you've given us good company.
Tomorrow as well will be here, DJ Elmo.
Oh, look. DJ Elmo says yes, chemical imbalance via diet, e.g. estrogen agents in food, has reduced testosterone in men.
Yeah, and that's actually a big factor in our generation now. And it's an animal instinct. That's where we've lost that mentality that it's more of an animal instinct. A woman smells these things, like these smells. A testosterone smell is there. She'll smell it. Yeah. When you are low on that is when everything.
I think all of them are low. Women are low and men are low, so women are confused. Like they take that senses are blown off, so they take a literal aggression to be the definition. You understand? Otherwise, aggression. No woman doesn't want to be loved. You want to be loved.
Yeah,
and you want your attention.
Yeah, and you want your attention.
Yeah.
And the men want their respect as well.
Yeah, so that's it.
Like if for you give the advice to the men, I give the advice to the women.
Okay, you start.
For women, just respect your man. Yeah, don't pretend you love him or don't even love him. Just respect him. Give him the respect that he deserves to be your man.
That's for women. For men, what I would say is, whenever there's something in your relationship, like there's something you would love your wife to not do, don't wear like this. You're not comfortable seeing your wife a certain way, let her know. Trust me, she wants to grow, and there's nothing better you can do for her than make her life better. So make her life better in every way you can through teaching her these things for your sake as well. It'll help both of you, because she'll not do those things that hurt you, and in turn she'll end up being a respectful woman.
Learning together.
Learn together. And for women, always work on your mind. Nothing else. Don't worry about anything else. As for women, I believe God has also given us our face and our physical body as a curse as well. It can be a blessing, but it can be your curse. So never let it be your curse. Don't focus too much into that road that you forget that you're a person who has to build. You're dumb, you're a person. Yeah.
And for men, a mark that represents a man, bro, you want to be a man, you want to have a queen by your side, the mark that will help you is growth.